Here's a strange historical fact. Long before the phrase fake news became part of modern politics, the Nazis had a term they repeatedly used to attack journalism: Lügenpresse. It means lying press. The Nazis didn't invent the expression, but they weaponized it. Critical reporting wasn't simply wrong. The press itself was dishonest, corrupt, manipulating you, working against Germany. And think about what happens once people believe that. If you convince everyone the referee is corrupt, you don't have to win the argument anymore. You teach people to ignore the referee. When Hitler came to power in 1933, Germany had roughly 4,700 newspapers representing virtually every political viewpoint. So how do you get from that to a propaganda state? First, discredit the independent press. Then divide journalists into two groups: those friendly to the government and those supposedly working against it. Reward friendly media with interviews, information, and access. Make access increasingly difficult for everyone else. Then start changing the rules. Decide who gets press credentials. Pressure publishers and owners. The Nazis eventually decided who could legally work as a journalist. Then something remarkable happens. You don't have to censor every story yourself. Journalists begin censoring themselves. Editors avoid dangerous subjects. Publishers become cautious. Everyone starts learning where the invisible boundaries are. Meanwhile, the government develops ways to communicate directly with the public, like radio, where inconvenient questions can simply be avoided. By 1941, Nazi-controlled newspapers represented more than 80% of newspaper circulation in Germany. Now, this does not mean that every politician who criticizes the media is a Nazi. That would be historically ridiculous. It means something much more useful. This is a pattern. Discredit the referee. Reward friendly media. Punish critical media. Control access. Bypass journalists. And eventually people stop knowing whom they can trust. Democracy doesn't require you to trust journalists. It requires journalists to remain free enough that you can decide who deserves your trust. Learn the pattern, then watch for it. If you want more videos about the patterns hiding underneath history, psychology, and everyday life, hit like and subscribe.